Opening a box of pennies is really something nowadays. Unfortunately, the bank had notified me that they're not going to be delivering boxes anymore. I can only get 5 rolls at a time. This is still a sealed box. This is a box of circulated pennies. I don't see any wheat enders through these little holes. So let's open the other side up. See if we find any. And it'll be very hard to find them because this is a brand new box. So that means it could just all be... Oh! Look at that right there. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to zoom in on it. Right there is a wheat ender. That is just too cool. Let's get this one out. We actually got a wheat ender. And this is, like I said, it's a brand new box just from the bank. It's one of the last 4 I'm going to be able to get from them in a complete box. This looks like a nice one too. Might be. It looks like a 1960s. I'm almost sure that'd be a wheater right there. Let's see if it's a wheat. This is pretty good because, like I said, this is one of the last 4 boxes I got from the bank. I got a pretty good stockpile. But just to find wheats in the new box of pennies from the bank is great all on its own because a lot of people ain't finding them, I should say. No, that is a 1963. 1963 Denver. We'll put that over there because it's the copper, right? See how many newer pennies are in here. There's a 2021. 2022. This looks like a nice copper one there. Yes, it is. That's real nice. That is a 1970S. Wow, that is a good one right there. That is awesome. What great. This is the first row too. Wow. We'll put this to one side because I got a little box for the estimate marks. A 1977 Denver. That is still a good copper. We're going through these. There's a 2024. As I said, this is a really new box. But it's unbelievable. Got a wheat ender in it's a 76, nice copper. A 65, nice copper. 1990, it's pretty beat up. Ooh, a 1975. That's a keeper. You know, it's pretty hard to open up a box because it doesn't really matter how much you find. The box is already worth more than it is if you search it. That's been that way for quite a while now. So, but I've been searching them anyway. So many of them. I usually just don't do it on video. The 82s. I've been putting these away on another container just for them. The only reason is because one of these days I might have to search through it for the big D and the little d and all them other cool things. There's a nice one. 1968. Philly. Nice. We're going to do quite a few videos of just one box. We're going to try to go through them kind of slow and look at them like this. Hope you don't mind. We might as well share what little we have. This is a pretty nice copper. Still has a lot of red to it. That is what you're trying to look for in a lot of coins. Is actually that copper color. The real dark ones, they're never going to be worth anything. Well, I can't say that because They already are. They're going by the pound. Pretty good. There's 1979. Pretty nice. Another 1982 Denver. Another 1979. And a 1973 to kick it off on the end, which is pretty darn good. So we end up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 coppers. 10, 11 coppers. 12, right? Yeah, that is 12. Then we have this guy right here. He looks really beat up. 13 coppers. 282s. Really, that's not too bad. That's 50 coins. Let's do this one here. We know we have a weeder on the end. Yes, we do. That is amazing all on its own, especially for nowadays. Just being able to do this still. Because the closed box is $75 maybe you can get. I don't know. And you open the box up. If you find 3 pounds of copper at $6.15 a pound, if you're lucky, you'll never get it back. Ooh, pretty nice. Come on, focus, focus, focus. You can do it. There it is. You barely make it out. It looks like a 1951 Denver. We always put these in another container, which is nice. Look at that. Nice coin. Let's see what we get. 2023, 81. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Pennies are pretty cool. I've been buying them for a long time. I really didn't know they were going to actually, 1966, nice copper. I didn't know they were going to actually end the penny when I first started collecting pennies. Do I think they're going to go up in value? I think a lot of people are pushing that way, especially the banks. They don't want to take them. And if you don't want to take them, you can't get them back. This is a nice one here. You can see that's a 2009. Let's see what we got on the back. Oh, yeah. Look at that. These are pretty prized because you don't find a whole lot of these when you're doing penny surges. I mean, I've only found not many out of quite a few boxes in the last few months. So I always put these ones away. 2009 was a bad year for a lot of people. It really was. It was hard because it was at the end of 2008 and a lot of people were struggling. I didn't know how much people were struggling until long past that time. There's another nice copper right there. That's almost a week because it's a 1959 and it's not old enough, but it's still quite old. 1970. Pretty beat up. But that's okay because that's going to go in our collection of copper pennies, which I don't know if anybody's collecting copper pennies. I'm sure a lot of people are because they have been for many, many years. And this is one way of doing it. The hard way, actually, because, like I said, you can't get the boxes anymore. That's pretty sad. So every box that gets opened is a treasure all on its own. I don't know why I can't get that. It's a 1971. It is a copper. I really don't know what to do with the zinc, so if anybody has any idea what to do with the zinc pennies, should they be saved or somehow to cash them back in? Let me know your thoughts, because I know some places already gone through that. Nice copper in 1962. And it's just hard to 1967 to know. And then 1982. Thank you very much for watching it. That was only 2 rolls, and we did quite well, especially even on the copper coins here. We got 2 of them that are, 3 of them that are really nice, still the shade of copper that you look for if you want to put them away. So, more redder, the more better. You heard that. More redder, more better. We did get a wheat, which is really good. We got a 2009, which is really good because those are harder to get than the wheat. They really are. I was surprised we got one of each out of 2 rolls. That is just too awesome. I welcome everybody for watching. Thank you all very much. And please come back, because we're going to keep searching these rolls. Obviously, it takes a little bit of time to get through them, but it's well worth it. We're still doing it. We're beating the odds. We're going to continue on opening boxes, and we're going to continue on looking for coins with you. Thank you all very much, and you all have a beautiful evening.